Barbie has had a lot of jobs. In fact, since her debut in 1959, she's held more than 200 different careers, maybe more, depending on how you count. And while people often see her as just a fashion doll, Barbie has been everything from astronaut to architect, firefighter to filmmaker. She's been at the wheel of a convertible and in the cockpit of a plane. She's run for president not once but 7 times. But why? Why give her so many careers? The answer is simple. From the very beginning, Barbie wasn't just about dresses and accessories. She was made to show that women could imagine any future they wanted. Let's start at the beginning. The very first Barbie was introduced as a teenage fashion model in 1959, a time when options for women in the world of work were, let's just say, limited. But Barbie quickly moved on from the runway. In the early 60s, she became a registered nurse. This was a big deal. Nursing was one of the few careers women were encouraged to pursue at the time. And it sent a message. You can help people. You can be smart and capable. You can be trusted with responsibility. But Barbie didn't stop there. By 1965, Barbie was going somewhere few women had ever been: space. Astronaut Barbie donned a silvery spacesuit and declared, "I want to be an astronaut." This was 4 years before Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon, and nearly 20 years before an American woman would go to space in real life. So, in her own way, Barbie was ahead of her time. For a kid holding that Barbie, the message was clear. You don't have to stay grounded. You can reach for the stars, literally. Fast forward a decade. Women's roles in society were rapidly changing. In 1973, Barbie became a surgeon, a profession that was, and still is, male-dominated. Barbie wore scrubs, carried a stethoscope, and told girls, you can save lives too. This might seem simple now, but in the early 70s, a female surgeon was an unusual sight, on TV or in real life. By the 1980s, Barbie seemed to have done it all. She'd been a veterinarian, an Olympic athlete, an aerobics instructor, even a rock star. But that decade also saw something new: Barbie for president. The very first President Barbie ran for office in 1992, imagining a world where a woman could lead the country from the Oval Office. A world that, even now, some say we're still waiting for. Why does this matter? Because every time Barbie takes on a new role, she plants a seed. A little reminder in the back of someone's mind that says, what if I tried that too? In the 90s and 2000s, Barbie joined the tech revolution. She became a computer engineer in 2010, surprising some people who thought STEM science, technology, engineering, and mathematics was just for boys. Suddenly, here was a Barbie covered in gadgets, surrounded by screens, writing code. It wasn't perfect. There was controversy over the way she was depicted, but the point was made. Barbie can do tech, and so can you. Barbie has also reflected the changing world outside her brightly colored dream house. She's been a firefighter, a police officer, and a pilot. She's tried her hand at robotics, wildlife conservation, journalism, and paleontology. Each time, with a new outfit and a new mission, Barbie steps into a different version of the future. And, perhaps more importantly, she has done all this while showing that there's more than one way to be a woman at work. Sometimes she's in a suit, sometimes in a lab coat, sometimes in overalls, but always stepping into spaces where women weren't always invited. Of course, it hasn't all been smooth. Sometimes Barbie has been criticized for what she isn't: her proportions, her endless wardrobe, her focus on looks. But over the years, Mattel has pushed to make Barbie more inclusive. Different skin tones, more body types, new abilities. The message: every girl should see herself, her dreams, her potential in Barbie. And when you put them all together, Barbie's careers form a kind of timeline, not just of the doll herself, but of decades of changing ideas about what women can do. So, next time you see Barbie in a white coat, a pilot's uniform, or even a judge's robe, remember, she's not just playing dress-up. She's reminding everyone that there is no limit to what someone can imagine and no one path for what a woman can be. Barbie's story isn't just about plastic and playtime. It's about possibility. And sometimes, that's the kind of inspiration that sticks with you long after you've put the dolls away.